Hello, everyone. Hello, Twitch. How is everyone doing today? Hey, it's time to start. Water boiling for our coffee. Welcome in, welcome in. Got Stream Raiders already started. So, it's Frank's for dinner tonight. Aww. Well, hopefully you can get to have some rest now. I know it's probably like an hour or 30 minutes before having to crash and be back at it, but yeah, it's never fun. Both either. You know you're not going to have the help for the next couple of days. You know you're going to have to train someone new. And if they have an accident, you're paying medical taxes, and yeah. Ooh, ouch. Yeah, it's not a fun... Yeah. Letting someone go. Which is about the extent of what I did, but... Hey, stay. Nice. Good guess. No, I'm not putting Frank's in my coffee. Ouch. Ouch. Hello, Entropy. Pretty good. Seems to have sort of flown by. Oh, shut up. There we go. Seems like I was just streaming. It's like the whole last break since Sunday. Or Monday. We did an extra day. Maybe that's why. Copy. Okay. I think I'm going to start with getting our potatoes going, which means we got to get the oven going to 400 here. Wow, this stove is dirty. Give me a moment here to wipe this down. Use my overpriced alcohol wipe here to clean down the stove here and get some of these marks here from last couple days off. Okay. And so I'm going to do some simple syrup here too. I need to refill my hummingbird feeders, but I also need simple syrup for tonight's margaritas. Yep, we're using Franks and everything tonight, for the most part. I would put it in this simple syrup, but yeah, I don't think the hummingbirds would like that, so we're gonna skip that. Huh. Yeah, it's always... So approximately 3 cups of sugar there. Gonna be using a bunch of sugar tonight. Which reminds me, I have basically no brown sugar left, do I? I have a little bit. Let's hope that's enough for tonight. Three cups sugar, 3 cups water. I'll take out what I need for my margaritas tonight, and then I'll add another 3 cups to that. I didn't do it. Wow, that's all sorts of sirens. Hey, Bun Buns. Well, that's a classic. I'm not much of a Bloody Mary fan. I'm not a huge fan of tomato juice. Do love me a nice, perfectly ripe, like no additives needed sauce tomato. But that's a rarity. decided trying to be fancy and cut it out was being a little less effective. Just dig it out. It's essentially a top shelf margarita, but I don't necessarily have a top shelf tequila, but that would also entail Grand Marnier for the orange. So it's well, at least the one I'm gonna be doing here is, oh, I forget what my I'll be doing Hornitos tequila with Grand Marnier, lime juice, lime zest, and simple syrup. Maybe little bourbon barrel aged orange bitters. And salt rim. But I don't have that classical, like, flat open margarita glass at the same time. Off the battle. We gonna do this, Entropy? We get this? Gonna throw the potatoes in the oven. The heck are these? They just models? Doesn't seem like we're attacking them. Uh-oh. We're down 2. This is gonna be rough. Do we have it? I was thinking these things spawn other ones if we take too long. Uh-oh, it's a race against time now. I've never had a battle this, like, hard fought and long. I've had... I don't know, I've had a couple of hard fights with just my tank out there, but... Way to go there, Entropy. I took the bottom route here over the top route, figuring gold chests over. What is that? Is this a... What's these, like, characters here? Is this on your guys' maps, or is this just mine? This is weird. Give me one moment while I look something up here. Okay. Hi there. Let's go back to cutting peppers. These are going in our potatoes tonight. So our potatoes are going to be nice and spicy on top of the Frank's candied bacon that we're going to put in both the potatoes and the sundae. I'll live with that. In that case, I'm gonna quick restart my game here and see if that comes back again. That's weird, my OBS just reconnected to chat. There we go, they're gone. Although I do have an alert here for quests. What we got in the store here? Nothing new. gonna need frying oil set up here for frying our chicken. What did I do? Oh, I threw it over here because it was drying. Where do I want to go next here? I think we're going to do bacon next. Which, still working on that big block of ends and pieces. But there has been some decent, like, actual strips of bacon in this. Oh, hey, how convenient. Already with the parchment on it. So let's see if I can't get a decent handful here of actual bacon slices. Which getting all this thicker stuff and throwing that all back in the bag here. Just trying to find all the stuff that's sort of already sliced bacon thin. Like, that's a nice piece of meat, but it's a little thick for what I'm doing right now. As are these. This is all mostly fat. Yeah. These are all thicker pieces. This is actually pretty thick here too. There we go. It's like a meat puzzle. That's all fat. Okay, step one. You got that done there. And actually, we might steal a little bit of that for this too. So you got a little simple syrup there. We got more simple syrup from my drinks tonight. And then this we're going to add another cups of water to both cool it down and to thin it out for giving to the hummingbirds. Set that back there and forget about that the rest of the evening. This we're going to put over here so that I remember I have it. See what we got here for dark brown sugar. There ain't much in this bag here. Let's use up the last that comes out here. Open up our bottle of Frank's, which I've been meaning to replaced since like December. Maybe some of you recall me complaining about a shipment I bought of hot sauce that was reported as being, like in my large airport hub for the Postal Service one day. Usually what happens there is it'll take another day to get to me, but at least I know it's relatively close to being on the way. So it was reported there, and then it was reported in Alaska. And then, like a month later, they decided that it disappeared. But they didn't renew the order. And so neither did I. They just refunded me for it. Let's see. No safety thingy there. Other than the... Okay, that's entirely too slow for this project. Perhaps. Quite possibly. So we got our sugar, and Frank's hot sauce here, and we're just going to liberally spread over the top of all of our bacon here. Had a college roommate that at the culinary that absolutely loved Frank's, and quite frankly got me to the point where it's about the only hot sauce I'll reach for, with eggs and a couple of different things. It's great with lots of things. I don't really have any desire to, but I haven't really tried any of their other ones either. I did notice that they have alternatives to the original there. They have a lime one that might have went well with the margaritas tonight, but I didn't feel like buying that extra for essentially more of the same. Especially just for one dish, sort of a thing. That's a little thicker piece, but we'll leave that in there since I already lacquered it up. There we go. So those are now thoroughly coated. And we're going to throw those into the 400 degree oven as well. And take a look at those in about 18 minutes or so. Oh, we can just cheat with this. There's our bacon timer. close the bedroom door here because all that sugar, especially with all that moisture, it's going to have to boil off. And might get on the edge of being a little smoky in here. Definitely want this simple syrup I have over here for my drink to cool down here. Actually, I'm sort of tempted to throw this in the freezer. Test out how strong of a Pyrex glass this is. What else we need to get going here? This is a impressive list of things that I'm planning to do tonight, but there's we're gonna need a pan to make our fried chicken sauce because the original Buffalo hot wing sauce is Frank's with butter emulsified into it. But that's sort of a last minute thing when our wings are pretty much done there. We have our wings right here ready to go. Well, not quite ready to go, but close. Let's go ahead and open these up. Ouch. The L at the beginning got you though, didn't it? It definitely would have caught me up. I didn't even look at that one before it was solved, unfortunately. I'm just gonna dry fry these as they are. No flour, no nothing. We'll make the sauce. We'll be able to toss them. We got our bacon going. Oh, we got to get our caramel going for our Did I not transfer that page? Okay. Hope this is somewhat close enough to fill up this lovely 1-cup measure. Which we are not. Brown sugar on the needed list. Mixing this while we boil it, or okay, we're waiting until after it all comes together. Battle before that gets too hot. Victory. Victory. Quiet J getting those kills. Entropy getting the assists. Entropy and Quiet J getting those scrolls as well. Thank you, thank you. Congrats. I think we're going to take the chess battle here. That's why I took the bottom route. See how we do there. Oh, store should be updated. That's all we wanted. Wanted you to cook, I just didn't want you to boil. About where it should be. Just want it to slowly cook and come together as a low boil or a simmer. Yes, I'm doing caramel again for those repeat viewers out there. Ooh, bacon almost time to check. we're going to give that a little bit longer. Meantime, we'll start heating up our oil here. The idea, this is gonna froth the whole caramel up, this baking powder, when we get it to the point where it's a nice homogeneous caramel in there. And then we'll add our flavorings in while it's still hot enough that they'll boil out their liquids, but still keep the flavor with our, there's a little bit of whiskey in there, well, a little bit of bourbon in there, and there's Frank's. Next thing in this project, though, is salt. Get that all set up for when the wings are coming off out of the oil. Sort of a simple evening, even though it's a complex sort of menu. We got the bacon in the oven going. That's what we can do prep on. We can do a little cheddar shredding and green onion chopping. I have this cheddar. I also have some goat cheese. I think I'm going to use up both of these in the potatoes tonight. The goat cheeses are crumbled, so oh wow, those 4 minutes went by quick. Maybe I should have just taken the knife and chopped this up, would have been a little bit quicker.
Bacon's coming out.
Bacon. Bacon. Just gonna let that hang out for a little bit there. Cool down for a minute or two before we transfer it off of there. Because I want that sugar to somewhat seize a little bit on those bacon strips before. I mean, the caramelized stuff is, and a lot of that moisture has been cooked off, but there's still some there. And I want to keep as much as possible on that bacon before we transfer it off. Our caramel's looking okay at the moment. It's a little bit hotter than I want it to be. Figure this is probably 4 batches of frying here, because I don't want to overload that oil all at once. use some paper towel. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, not saving that fat because it's gonna flavor everything else. It's a great flavor, though. What are we doing over here, Caramel? You don't seem to be doing much of anything. You don't seem to be much of a caramel right now either. Bacon. Bacon. Look at that piece right there. That little piece right there is just like perfect. It's like glass. Got our potatoes still roasting away in that oven. Got about another 6 minutes till they come out. And we can start doing our stuffing or refilling or repacking. Last 7 minutes, get your units on the battlefield. While I sit here and munch on this actually pretty amazing bacon. Sort of wish I been even stronger with the Franks in that. It's good though. It's noticeable. It's there. Or hopefully our syrup is cooled down a little bit. It's flowing like it's a little bit cooler. That glass is definitely frosty. Getting close to the end of my coffee here. It's about time to make myself a margarita. Come on, sugar, melt. Hey, Foxclaw. Welcome in. We're doing Frank's hot sauce as an ingredient tonight. We got our first product here, glazed bacon with Frank's and sugar, brown sugar. Gonna be doing some classical, just fried wings tossed with Frank's and butter. We're working on a caramel here that once the sugar breaks down, we'll be adding some baking powder, Frank's, and whiskey too. And lastly, we're about 2 minutes away from pulling our potatoes out of the oven from their initial roasting. That will allow them to cool down for a minute or two, and then slice the top off of them and take out their insides. Mix it in here with the majority of this cheddar and green onion and all of this jalapeno. We'll thin it out a little bit with a little bit of butter and a little bit of heavy cream, and repack those. Seal them off with last little bit of cheese and green onion. Close them off. Put them back in the oven for a bit longer. Oh, we gotta get the goat cheese out here too, because I'm gonna use that up with this project. Make sure that it isn't looking disgusting. Nope, looks like goat cheese. And butter. We'll wait on the cream, but we can chop up a little butter here for throwing in. I mean, it's only 2 potatoes. Nice, Foxclaw. So that's the timer for our potatoes. trivet back out. So they're potatoes. Let those hang out there for a couple minutes. Song reminds me of some Blue Man Group. They have a song where they beat on pipes to have that, like, I don't know the proper term for the musical instrument. It's sort of like a xylophone, but with beating the tops of tubes. You get that same sort of like beat that they got going in this song. And we're gonna have to cut up some bacon here for in with our potatoes as well. And I think that's good just for those couple potatoes. Okay, battle. Let's do our battle. Oof. Oof. Boo. I get rewards for that, apparently. We're gonna have to try that one again. Around 200 here on our oil for our wings. We got our caramel over here still sort of slowly going away. And set the bacon off to the side here, or in front of me rather. Get to our potatoes here, which take a clean one of these. Even my clean ones are looking stained these days. And yeah, let's use this. A little bit much for my hands, even with them pretty asbestos-sized. There's our first one. There we go. 2 nice shells. Lots of nice potato here to mash up. Start with our butter. Forget about our caramel and burn it. We're going to finish up this caramel now. It's nice and liquid. We got these two to add in there, our baking powder, our whiskey and hot sauce. Our whiskey and Frank's. Heat off. Okay, butter in here, salt and pepper in here. Franks, because we're doing Franks tonight. I want to use this up because it's been around for a minute. It'll work great in the potatoes. Okay, I should have gotten a bigger bowl for this. It's tasty. And then again, I'm Mr. Potato Head here. I love me some potatoes. Hey, welcome back to Mation. Grab a good pinch here of the cheddar and good amount of the green onion too. Most of the green onion here. I don't mind if a little of that mixes in with our capping cheese, but we want most of the green onion here. And our jalapeno and our bacon. Hey, Epic Wolfie. See how much we can get in the other one here first. I'm giving up being elegant about this. I did earlier, Wolfie, before you even saw the final product there. We're going to have to pull that caramel out of that pan. That's spicier than I expected. Caramel has quite a kick to it. I picked a little bit off of the spoon here where it had solidified enough that it was cool enough to handle. But I need another pan for my potatoes now since I used that one for my caramel. And I'm going to cheat. Pull out the taco stand. So that's how it's going to go back into the oven there. It's a little ridiculous if you look at the... Let's give you a man cam view of this. How tall these are stacked up here now. Let's do a little cleanup here. Nice. Okay, we got caramel cooling down and just somewhat solid caramel, but also one that's gonna completely solidify against that ice cream. And it's got some heat. It's got some kick to it. That's a good time. $2.75 on our oil. Where are you? I know I kept you here somewhere. There it is. Hey, Mando. And Zen. Everyone's sneaking in here.
I'd be doing just fine. Nice, nice. Yeah, the caramel's distracting to say the least. See what I'm forgetting in this, other than the bitters that I'm going to put in once it's in the glass. We got our tequila, we got our Grand Marnier, we have our half lime, we have our simple syrup, we got our salt edge, we got that, we got our Franks in the glass. Da 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 da. And there you go. There's my margaritas or Frank's Red Hot. And last touches here, we got our Woodford Reserve orange bitters. Get a photo here. A little heavy on the salt rim. Otherwise, I think that's a gorgeous drink. So I'm going to actually cheat a little bit, and I'm going to take a little bit of the salt off of there, so I only get about half as much on my first sip there. Oh yeah, that's tasty. I've said that every time I've done margaritas on stream. I never did margaritas at home until I did them on stream.
And I have greatly enjoyed this purchase of Hornitos. It's now third or fourth batch of margaritas that I've done on stream. Whew. So, battle time. See how we do this time. See if we can't fare a little better. Victory. And a few more people helping us out this time. Nice, nice. Redneck getting those kills, Entropy helping out with the assists. Entropy and Quiet J walking away with the scrolls. Congrats, congrats. Second to last battle before the boss. See how we do here in 30 minutes. We're gonna have to do a little bit of a worry about a little bit of a flank here, and these are gonna eventually, yeah, you don't have to worry about them. They're probably gonna be the last stragglers of the map. Tried to put my Franks away in the liquor cabinet. That's nice. I had totally forgotten that I put hot sauce into that until I just took that third sip there, and it's got a little bit of a kick, but it's taken a second to kick in. I honestly didn't even. I mean, that tequila does a good job of mixing in there with the pepper. How are we looking on our oil over here? 305, 289. Got another 2.5 minutes on our taters. Let's take our pan and bring that down here for when our chicken is out of the oil. Actually, let's see if we can't swap the oil over here since we're done with this. I'm gonna forget to clean that, but I want the oil over here. And since I know I'm going to forget to clean that over there, I'm going to move that back over here. Yeah, and we can move our freshly fried stuff rack over here, where it's got a little bit more surface area. You got things a little out of whack because of stock the other night. Let's see what a recommended starting frying temp here is. Quiet. Quiet timer. Our taters is ready.
Okay. Caramel's probably still pretty warm.
I think that can live without a...
I think those are looking nice.
Let's double check our temps here.
Okay.
We need to make our Frank's sauce here, though, too. So, don't want to throw you in the sink. I guess I am going to put you over here.
Frank's.
Let's do two more.
Hello. Welcome in, someone whose name I can't see right now. Hey, X-Pie. How goes your lovely hump day? I'm enjoying with a nice little margarita here with Frank's Red Hot on it. Refreshing and not at the same time. It's an odd sort of combo. You start off with this lovely, refreshing margarita, and then you get the spice coming in the back, and it sort of deprives you of that refreshment. We honestly just want this warm enough to really melt this butter and incorporate it. We don't want this butter to be hot. We don't want to break it. We want it mixed into the sauce, not broken. If you look at the ingredients, there is a Frank's like wing sauce, and essentially the difference between straight Frank's and that is it's got more oil in it and it's got butter flavoring in it. We're just using actual butter here. Go back old school here rather than... I'm going to cut the heat entirely off of that now. We'll let that sit in the pan. Should be good just like that. How's the temp on our oil doing over here? We're looking for 375-ish. We're about 340 right now. We already have the bacon done. This is coated in Frank's and simple syrup and brown sugar before I roast it in the oven. And then we've got our choice baked potatoes, which I just pulled out of the oven here a moment ago. I'm certain they're going to stay nice and warm and lovely for a little bit here, but I wouldn't be opposed to giving those another 5-10 minutes in the oven, but we'll wait until we're ready to serve them. We've got... let's take the heat on the oven down now that we're done making our bacon and potatoes, and we can do about 250 here for hot holding and that lovely stuff. We've also got a caramel here, which has solidified here nicely, but is still soft at the same time. This has got Frank's in it as well. I'm surprised. I've tried hot stuff in caramels before. This stuff really comes through in the sugar. That stuff really does a nice job. I think it's because of the oil, but it does a really good job of penetrating the flavor of that. And I'm tempted to try that like perfect slice of bacon, but I'll eat this one instead. Let's clean this bowl out while we're waiting on the oil to heat up. We can use this to toss our wings in. Going to leave the sauce on the stove for right now, since that'll keep it a little bit warmer, both because of the cast iron and because the stove is quite warm right now. So far, this margarita is a hit for me. I'm loving that. The Frank's is there, but it's mild. It's in the background. It works with everything. And it's mostly on the back end that you get that heat and spice. You get that dry, like dried pepper, like heat finish to it. A little bit. There's no mint though. Okay, we're there for our first batch of wings. We're going to give those a good 10 minutes or so. Give them an occasional mix up here so we're not sticking into the full oil is used there, but it keeps moving back into a convection boil, so... It's been a minute since I had some wings at all, but especially bar wings. Actually, I remember what it was. The last time that I had a power outage here, I went to Hooters. It was like the only place, I mean, it's not even really that close to where I live, but it was like the only place I found that was like powered. Right along the highway. Nice, then. It's a good deal. Got the like smoke coming off of the glass down there. I don't know if you can see that in the camera at all or not. Oh, I've had a couple of quarter wings. I've had a couple of 10-cent wings too. I agree with that sentiment as well. Especially if you look at my Twitter retweet from today. I retweeted a thread about, yeah, we just have to pay more for food, and people just seem to be so adverse to this concept that, you know, in the last 50 years, how much everything else has gone up in price, and you're still paying the same dollar for a gallon of milk. The tweet that I retweeted was more focused on the restaurant world, but it's true for all of food. No, places like that, they can probably serve you a burger for $1 if they're pumping them out. And especially with the 1 drink minimum, no question, they're making their money back. The real question on that one is the labor. And college town, probably cheap college labor. Now, they're not necessarily making any profit with that, and they're not probably paying off their building it all with that. But they're hoping that the people that buy more than 1 drink and, you know, or the rest of their normal sales cover the rest of that. How we doing on temp here? Not too bad. We dropped down about 25 degrees, but we're holding pretty well too. I'm actually pretty good with that. College, not so much, but nowadays, I'm pretty good at that. Of course, I also know what restaurants are paying in general terms, and so, yeah, I'm not going to sit there and buy a ton of drinks. Another 2 minutes on those until they've done their full 10 minutes. Want to make sure our chicken's cooked through. Oh, that's cheap, then, Mobius. That's... I mean, what is it, 32 shots in a fifth? Something like that? Yeah, we're picking up heat here now that I've turned up the temp a little bit. We might be okay to just pull these out and go straight into the next one. I did pack more in there than I originally thought, and so I think we're going to do 3 batches of chicken instead of 4. First batch of chicken. Check our temp. Hopefully we're somewhat close here. Yeah, we're right on there for keeping going here. This second batch should probably be quicker than the first, since I turned up the heat here. Cream and soda water. Yeah, that's always the problem with me. You know, you can buy the liquor and have the liquor cabinet. It's the mixers that are always... And by the way, anyone out there listening, don't buy margarita mixes. Don't buy... They're all junk. They're all full of sugar. And high fructose corn syrup at that in most cases. Yeah, I have a little bit of an issue keeping dairy around. Like I've said before, that's why I use the buttermilk powder. And I do a little bit better when I'm drinking coffee because I typically have half and half around. Making sure we're all broken up and we're not sticking together or anything. What were we talking about? Welcome back, Blue Moon. We're talking about liquor and mixers. Or at least we were. We should be talking about Frank's Red Hot. And maybe setting up our vote here for next week. see what we got over here for the ingredient suggestions right now. Ooh, Arby's curly fries with 4 votes. And lavender with 4 votes. Are we really in lavender season yet? I seem to remember that being like May. Are we in lavender season? What was the other 4? Arby's curly fries. And go ahead and add the chef. Click the chef reaction to whichever is your favorite. Alright, you got a vote in there for lavender. The vote will go until Monday. And then next Wednesday we'll have our next dinner. Tied vote again. About halfway there on this batch of chicken. Oh yeah, lavender's great and all sorts of things. Who was it I responded to someone food in the cooking world of Twitch. There's an actual butcher shop, Sonoma County butcher. They sell a lavender and honey bacon. You might see that in my Twitter replies. Just because bacon looks pretty. Yeah, that's going to be the biggest problem if lavender wins, is how potent lavender is. It's a very strong flavor. But what I'll probably end up trying to make, one of the things I'll tell you right now out of the bat, I try not to think about this ahead of time, but there's an ice cream shop in this little town here in Sonoma that does lavender ice cream. Small little mom and pop ice cream stand. Lemon and lavender play well. Mostly because lemon is mostly acidic. Yeah, that's a rough one. There's not a ton of stuff that plays well with lavender. Okay, I need some water to go with this, because that one's simultaneously quenching my thirst and making me thirsty. Oh, we have a battle ready. Let's do our battle. And I'm going to pull these chicken wings out while that's working. Victory. And should be getting those kills. Red Nut with the assist. X-Pie getting the 50 gold. Nice pickup there. And it's time for the boss level. And it's a super boss. I'll put my go over here. Okay. I'll match up with X-Pie. How we doing on our oil temp over here? We should be set to just go ahead and put in our third and final batch. Yeah. We're close there. We're on the edge of breaking here with our sauce, even without it. Give that a little bit more of a shake up. And yeah, let's add our last batch of wings to the oil here. Now you had some Mobius. It'll take a second for it to... It's giving everyone a chance to enter in. Though you haven't typed scramble for it to join in. See, there you go. That one's easy. I spend a lot of time doing that on stream. No, I don't spend a lot of time like that on stream, no. Makes me wonder where your head is, though. Yeah, but are those really food words? I'll give you guys another hint. It has something to do with dough. It was getting close on time there. Bacon. Oh, I didn't realize that was all one piece. I just wanted the fatty part. I do have an OnlyFans. There's nothing on there, but I do have an OnlyFans. And actually, probably more confusing it for just chatting rather than food and drink these days. But who knows? Maybe that's changed in the last days since Twitch decided to randomly demonetize people. I have a page, yeah, the link's in my Discord. But there's literally, like, nothing there. But they've actually been pushing, at least ad-wise, to try and expand their horizons beyond just ladies want $5. And they've actually got some ads out on Facebook for chefs and cooking. I didn't really have any plans to make my way over there, but who knows? You know? Here's all of our wings for tonight. And throw these down in the oven to stay warm. Also going to throw the potatoes in there. Are you sure? Hi, Eric. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome in, everyone. Hello there, Jim Bro. Marler, Real Doodabug. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're doing Frank's Red Hot as an ingredient challenge tonight. We're relatively along the way here. We've got most of our stuff done here. We got the... I just finished frying my wings dry, just bare skin in oil over here. That's still quite hot. We've got our Frank's and butter sauce over here. I've got a couple of double stuffed or twice baked potatoes stuffed with green onions, cheddar, goat cheese, butter, and Frank's, and a whole bunch of jalapeno. Also, some of this bacon. This lovely bacon that I made here is glazed with brown sugar, simple syrup, and Frank's. So there's all sorts of Frank's flavor in with the bacon. I've also made a caramel that's soft but still pretty heavy duty there. That is a Frank's and whiskey, or Frank's and bourbon caramel. We're going to cut some of that up, reheat that in the microwave, pour that over a little ice cream, and toss that with a little bit of this gorgeous bacon. And that's going to be dessert here, which was actually my next project. I was going to chop up a little bit of this bacon here for mixing with the ice cream. Got one nice piece here that I'm going to use as a garnish. Oh, and lastly, I'm drinking a margarita here. We have a Cadillac margarita. That's why we're an 18 plus show here. I don't do a ton of swearing. A little bit here and there. It's because I often have alcohol. This is an 18 plus show. We have tequila, Grand Marnier, lemon juice, simple syrup, Frank's Red Hot, and a salt rim. Which I think that is the star of the night, even more so than this bacon. The bacon is great. That is just a great combo. I've been saying that it's not doing great as far as quenching my thirst, but you take your initial sip of that margarita, you get this initial just like rush of refreshment, but then the pepper starts building in, and it's light, it's Frank's, but you get that like dried pepper finish to it, and so you immediately want to take another drink. Perfect bar drink. We also got 16 minutes left to get units on the battlefield for Stream Raiders. We're doing a... There's some interesting words in there, X-Fi. It's part of the reason that I added the word scramble is there's all sorts of interesting words out there that can expand people's horizons when it comes to food or drink. Let's see here. We've got 15 minutes on our battle. I think it's time we make our Sunday. Caramel does not want to cut. It is slowly, but does not want to cut. I was also very surprised by the Frank's in the caramel here. I've done hot sauce and soy sauce and other things in caramel in the past, but this one, wow, this one hits you with that heat. Just boom. I was royally shocked by that one. We're gonna melt this in the microwave. Well, not everyone in here may know that. X-Pie, I know you're in here regularly. Not everyone here is, though. Oh, raid after raid tonight. Welcome. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully everyone's having a lovely Wednesday. Hi, I'm Jason. I stream here on Twitch 3 nights a week, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Sometimes more. I do dinner here. Tonight we're doing I Hold a Weekly Challenge in my Discord. This week, Frank's Red Hot won. And so, I'm using Frank's Red Hot as an ingredient in all the dishes for my dinner tonight. And so we've already gotten majority of the dinner finished up here. We're just sort of pairing things together here slowly. We've got some bacon that I candied with Frank's Red Hot and brown sugar. We have a Frank's Red Hot infused caramel here. I'm reheating some of that in the microwave right now. glad to have everyone in here. We have margarita with Frank's Red Hot in it. Cadillac style margarita. We got I don't know if you'd really say Hornitos is top shelf, but Hornitos tequila with Grand Marnier, Frank's Red Hot, lime juice, simple syrup, salt rim, couple drops of bourbon barrel aged citrus bitters. We've got in the oven, I've got some fried chicken wings that I did up. We've got the sauce that's sitting on the stove there. And I was just about to make a sundae. So, just before you guys rated me, I got rated by another streamer. So, what were you both doing for your streams tonight? Where are you all coming in here from? And also, we're doing Stream Raiders here too. Probably the last map of the night. And it is a super boss. So if you play Stream Raiders, this is a good one to join in with us on. And so we got just sweet cream, not a vanilla, just plain non-vanilla ice cream here. Really love this stuff for things like this, like sundaes and all that loveliness. Not quite there with melting or caramel. Let's give that another 20 seconds and see how that does. And after that, we'll add our bacon, obviously, over the top here. Caramel's going to push most of the bacon down here, but it looks pretty for now. And then we'll put this last little beautiful piece in there as a spear sticking out of the top. But that's after the caramel. And this caramel is going to seize the moment it hits. I want to lick this so bad, but that's a horrible idea. We're going to give that another 10 seconds here. Pesmerg made pilk. I'm not sure about that one. Okay. Oh, stand up. You wanted to stand up before. There, it's standing up somewhat. Let's get a photo of that deliciousness. Okay, so we'll throw this in the freezer and come back to this one for dessert. Let's finish our wings here. Wings have been down in a 250-degree oven, just staying nice and warm. We've got our emulsified butter and Frank's Red Hot sauce here. Starting to break down a little bit here, but left it on the stove to stay as warm as it could while staying emulsified. And what did I do with my tongs? And because I didn't add any salt to this prior to this, we'll add a little salt now. There you go. Classic buffalo style wings there. Grab ourselves a plate. Twice baked potato. I think we'll go for this one. And our wings, which I'm gonna have to use my tongs with because we got just enough liquid. I made 2 potatoes, and there's 2 jalapenos in those 2 potatoes. So there's equivalent of a whole jalapeno in there. We got some cheddar cheese, we got some goat cheese. We got some goat cheese because I was mostly using it up. Some butter and cream to loosen it up. And what else do we got in there? Green onion, salt, pepper, MSG. I put MSG in everything. We love MSG here. You got 2 minutes left here on our Stream Raiders. Let's take a shot of this loveliness. for the Instagrams and the Discords. Maybe even Twitter tonight. Give you everyone a good look at this up in the main camera with the best coloring, better than those C920s. Let you see all that deliciousness up close. Amateur Wizard, you mean ice cream like this? With bacon and hot sauce infused caramel. Maybe a refreshing, yet not refreshing at the same time, cocktail. A little margarita action with Frank's Red Hot in there to simultaneously perfectly match up with that tequila, but also leave you immediately wanting to take another sip because you're still thirsty. But Frank's is good stuff. We did do a new vote here. We already got a couple people making their opinions known here in the Discord. This next week, next Wednesday, gonna be either Lavender or Arby's Curly Fries, which Arby's Curly Fries is gonna be a tough one for dessert. That's a rough one. Lavender, I don't know about that. I haven't worked a ton with lavender, and like I was saying before, it's sort of a strong flavor that doesn't play well with a lot of others. Who knows? Let's see what we do. See who wins. We got another vote for lavender as we were speaking here. Let's do our battle. Put the haste on the group to the left here. That battle's taking a minute. Victory. Victory. Xpie getting those kills and assists. And the rewards. 30 scrolls. That's probably a couple of levels for your Berserker there. Congrats. And that wraps up this map for this week. Let's see who we can give a raid to here. See who we can pass the love on to, because I'm going to go and enjoy these wings and potatoes. And later on enjoy that ice cream too. I'm almost done with this margarita. I'm going to wrap that up quick. That's fine. Let's see, all sorts of people on tonight. This is an why don't we go watch some pottery? I'm gonna send us off to go hang out with Play in the Mud. Lovely production prodder, who I have hosted before. Want to thank you all for joining me here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate y'all joining me. Appreciate the raids, both from Irk and from, I apologize, I forget the second name already. Thank you for doing that. I haven't noticed you hanging around. I'm not sure how you found me, but I'm glad you did. Hopefully you guys all loved hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate the follows. Appreciate the follow, Amateur Wizard. And Pesmer, thank you for that raid. Friday and Saturday. Friday, I'm celebrating my birthday this week. So, Friday we're going to be having fun doing my birthday dinner. And Sunday. What do we have planned for Sunday? I got like 10 seconds. Pickle dogs. We're doing pickle dogs on Sunday. Should be a fun meal. It's a Minnesota State Fair food. So, appreciate y'all joining with me tonight, and I hope to see y'all again. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.